back to Ava'S Flava. I'm Ava, and on today's episode, I'm going to show you guys how to make, this one is a double belly shaker. Once you try this, you'll be shaking your belly. This is, I'm going to show you how to make Reese's peanut butter cup banana bread. Doesn't that sound so stinking amazing? Okay, and I'm not monkeying around when I tell you that this is so super delicious, and I love it, and I think, or I know, you guys are gonna love it, okay? So, let me show you what you're gonna need. Alright, so first what you're going to need is 2 cups all-purpose flour, 1 cup of sugar. In here I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of baking soda. 2 large eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/2 cup of buttermilk, 8 tablespoons of softened butter, a package of Reese's peanut butter cups. Alright, and last thing you're going to need is 4 really ripe bananas. Alright, so first what you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 350, which I already did behind me. And then you're going to take your cup of sugar and your 8 tablespoons of butter, and we're just going to cream it together. And I want to tell you guys, this was a special request from my 3-year-old niece, Allie. She requested that I make banana bread. So this is my granny's recipe, and I just added Reese's to it. Okay, so I'm just going to cream this together, and then I'll show you guys what to do next. Alright, so that's looking about where I want it. Alright, see, it's looking beautiful. It's all nice and blended together. And since this, my niece requested this, I'm going to say a little joke for her, okay? How did the monkeys get down the stairs? They slid down the banana stir. Well, that makes sense. Honey! Okay, so now we're just going to break in our 2 eggs, okay? And actually do one at a time. So I'm going to do that one and then turn it on and blend. Alright, so I went ahead and did both eggs, and it looks excellent. Okay, Trevor's dissing my jokes again. Alright, so now what I did here, my 2 cups of flour, I just went ahead and mixed in my salt, my baking soda, and baking powder. And then I'm just going to turn this back on, and I'm going to alternate pouring this in with the flour a little bit at a time, and then the buttermilk, okay? Right, so you don't want to overmix this, so when it looks like it's almost mixed in, I'm going to dump in the vanilla and then give it one little swirl around again. Alright, so I mixed in my vanilla, so that's all nice and combined, and now let's talk about our bananas. Look at this one, looks like it's trying to split. Get it? Yeah, okay. Oh, so a little notorious TIP, if you have bananas and they're not this ripe, I've had these for a few days, as you can tell. You can preheat the oven, or put the oven on like 225 and throw them in there for like 20 minutes, and they'll turn like completely black. So that's a little notorious TIP, okay? So what you're gonna do is just dump your bananas in a bowl here, and we're just gonna mash them up, okay? And then we're gonna dump them into our mixture. Alright, so I'm going to give them a good mash. Now, I don't know if this is just me, but whenever you guys like think of bananas or you're spelling it out, do you ever think of that song by Gwen Stefani? It's bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. So if you ever forget to spell it, does that happen to anybody else? Okay. Okay, so just mash them up really good. And, oh, what I was going to tell you guys too, if you don't want to use buttermilk, you can use sour cream, would be good. Okay, this is just my granny's recipe, so I gotta follow it. Okay, mash these up really And then I'm just going to dump them in my mixture, and I'm not going to bother turning it back on. I'm just going to mix it with my little spatula here, and then I'm going to mix in the chocolates. All right, it's looking bananas. What do you say? All right, oh, I also wanted to point out to you guys that usually in banana bread recipes, it only calls for 3 bananas, but I'm using 4, so it's got more of a banana taste, okay? All right, so next what I'm gonna do is take these little Reese's cups and I'm gonna dump them in here. And if you can't find these, you can just buy the little regular ones that you find at the checkout. Probably just buy a few of those. Oh, and I chopped these in half too because I feel like they're too heavy and they just float to the bottom. So we want the goodness all throughout the bread. All right, so the chocolates are all mixed together. And in my loaf pan here, I just use good old Pam. And it's not that I don't trust Pam, because she's the only one that can grease my pan. But I didn't want it to stick, so I made sure that I floured it really well. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is dump my mixture in here. Right, just dump this in, and then I'm going to throw this in the oven at 350 for 1 hour. Alright, so it's been an hour and it's been torture because once you make this recipe, it makes your house smell delicious. And here it is. Let it sit in the pan after you take it out of the oven for about 10 minutes. And then you are gonna wanna let it rest on a cooling rack until it cools. But I'm not doing that because I wanted to take a bite for you guys. So it's kind of extra gooey and delicious. Look at this piece. Alley Cat, I hope this is just what you ordered. Okay, I'm gonna take a bite. This is delicious, but it's so hot and it's like burning my teeth. Okay. Yeah, that's so yummy, and you can taste the banana. I hope you guys like this episode. Please subscribe to me and check out my Ava'S Flava Facebook page and like it. And make this recipe. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.